This is the Franchise Basketball Insider, presented by Massengale Eye Care, Oklahoma City's leading eye care provider since 1989. Call 631-2020.
Greetings, Thunder fans. Oklahoma City has completed its shoot-around practice prior to tonight's Game 2 in the Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors. They worked out in the Equinox Sports Club behind me, which is adjacent to the Four Seasons Hotel, which is team headquarters here in San Francisco during the Thunder's stay. In shoot-around today, we get to hear from Kevin Durant, Billy Donovan, and Enes Kanter.
I'm just worried about today. I mean, I try to think about, where we're going and, what it's looking like in the future for us. I'm just worried about today. We had a tough game tonight. We had a good shoot around. I'm just trying to take it a moment at a time, man, because it's, if you start to think too far, think too much about everything, you take your focus off of what's off the task at hand. So, I just try to focus on right now.
Has it helped to focus that, you guys won the game one, but you didn't play a perfect game?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the playoffs. It's all about just who wants it more. And on the defensive end, both teams played great defensively, and it came down to a matter of who got more stops. So, both teams can score. We're the best two offenses throughout the regular season, so we both can score. But it's just all about how we approach the game on the defensive end.
Kevin, usually the team that loses is the one that's asked what adjustments they have to make. You guys won, but what adjustments do you have to make for this game?
I'm not telling you that. I was about to tell you all our. We just got to continue to play. We just got to continue to play extremely hard. With some mistakes that we made that we can be better at. We turned the ball over too much. I had 4 turnovers in the first half. I can't have that. In our team, we had 10 at the half. I think we only had 1 in the second half. So we got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball and not giving them easy points. That's where they thrive. As in transition, so we got to do a good job at that.
Coach, I know every game is big, but how pivotal can this be if you guys can win tonight and take a 2-0 series lead back home?
Yeah, I don't look at it like that. Right now it's a 48-minute game, and we got to look at making the corrections from game 1 that we need to do a better job that are going to carry the entire series. We'll have to do against them. There were some things that we can do better, execution-wise on both ends of the floor, but it's not really about what happens with the game. It's a matter of, we got to play for 48 minutes, and we got to play better than we did the other night, and we need to hopefully continue to play better each game that goes by.
Coach, what vision did you ask for Ibaka this year about the best way to use him?
I'm sorry?
What vision did you have for Ibaka this year about the best way to use him into this kind of basketball we wanted to play?
Yeah, well, Serge is a pretty flexible player. He, obviously over, I think, his career has continued to stretch his range and shoot the ball well. He gives us a stretch 4 that can knock down threes. Serge has always been a really good rim protector. He's a really good shot blocker. He's continued to do that. And, certainly I think developed his reputation as being a defender with his flexibility of playing low post defense and being able to do things on the perimeter.
What type of difference do you see in the running that the team has to do against the Golden State as opposed to the Spurs, and how much do you guys have to chase?
I said this about the Spurs. I thought they did a great job, in transition against us. Capitalizing, and they were really, really efficient. They didn't get necessarily a lot of transition opportunities, but the opportunities they did get, they were really good at. Listen, with the way Golden State plays, there's going to be a lot of moving and cutting and those kind of things, and you got to be able to guard that. And that's the way they play. So is there more movement and running? Yes, in certain situations, but I think in any game, transition defense is going to become really important. And then obviously, I've said this before, San Antonio, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, and they're obviously 2 great teams, but they go about doing it differently in terms of the way they move and cut and play.
Well, I think, we didn't play our best basketball too. I think we need to come out there, more ready today and just more focused. And I think, I think we need to play like we did in the second half. Just go out there and just play our basketball, not worry about any of this stuff. Just go out there and play our basketball, just defend the ball like we did the second half, just go out there and play our basketball.
This franchise hasn't had a lot of scoring from the inside much until you and Steven. What do you think that brings to the offense?
I think, not just scoring, I think, physicality. It brings a lot of physicality when me and, Steven are in the game together. And I think, we bring a lot of energy, a lot of physicality, and especially both end of rebounds, offensively and defensively. I think, just hard. We just bang toward the big men, just bang him inside. So it's pretty tough for other teams.
Did you get more comfortable in the second half defensively the other night?
Definitely, way more comfortable because we talk about it in the locker room. So they gave me a lot of confidence. My coaches and all these players. I feel so much comfortable playing defense in the second half.
Does it feel like they're trying to isolate you at times in space, and when they are, are you getting more and more?
Yeah, definitely. I think they click in the second half, and I feel much more comfortable.
What's that feel like when you get up on Curry and you actually do a pretty good job sticking with him, and he hits that bank shot?
It's tough. Of course he's gonna make some crazy shots, but we cannot panic. We cannot worry about all this stuff. Just I think to just go out there and just do the right thing. Just do the coach what asks you to do. Just go out there and do your job.
All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Franchise Basketball Insider. We get our pregame started tonight live from Oracle Arena. 6 o'clock for DG on the radio. Countdown to tip-off at 7 o'clock. The game's on TNT at 8 o'clock. And then we have First Take after the game to take your calls about a hopeful Thunder Game 2 victory. This has been the Franchise Basketball Insider from Oklahoma's new sound for sports. 107.7 The Franchise in Oklahoma City and 107.9 The Franchise in Tulsa. This has been the Franchise Basketball